Throughout the ages, wealth and power have been essential elements in determining a nation's dominance. From ancient Egypt to modern-day Germany, countries have risen and fallen in terms of their respective economies. Today's video will look at 5 of the world's richest countries in 2023. Prepare to be amazed by these incredible global financial successes. Hello and welcome to the Amuse Riches. Before starting our video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell for more amazing content. Now, let's get this video started. When we talk about rich countries, we need to look at a number of things. You should know that a country isn't rich just because it has a big economy. For example, India's economy has a gross domestic product, GDP, of $3 trillion. Still, there are a lot of poor people in the country. This is because of its huge population. Gross domestic product per capita, or GDP per capita, is the best and most widely used way to figure out how rich a country is. This number gives us an idea of how much money a country has to spend on each of its citizens. Today, we will talk about which country has the highest GDP per capita in 2023. At number 5, Switzerland, with a GDP per capita of $84,470. Switzerland is famous for its beautiful mountain villages, world-class skiing, and delectable chocolate. It is nonetheless one of the richest countries in the world, ranking 5th in terms of GDP per capita. So what makes this tiny alpine nation so wealthy? To begin with, the Swiss economy is diverse, with significant sectors such as finance, banking, healthcare, and manufacturing. Switzerland also has a long history of political stability and neutrality, making it an appealing destination for corporations and individuals seeking to avoid conflict. Furthermore, with its low corporation tax rate and efficient infrastructure, conducting business in Switzerland is easy. Number 4, Qatar, with a GDP per capita of $113,670. Qatar, the World Cup host in 2022, is also the world's 4th richest country. Qatar's wealth is largely drawn from its vast oil and gas reserves. The country boasts the world's 3rd largest natural gas reserves. It is also a big oil producer. Qatar exports both oil and gas to other countries, which generates a substantial amount of revenue. Furthermore, the Qatari government has made significant investments in education and healthcare, resulting in a highly qualified workforce. Qatar's government also gives considerable subsidies and perks to its citizens, which contributes to the country's high standard of living. To top it all off, Qatar has a small population in comparison to other countries. Therefore, its income is distributed more evenly. Number 3, Ireland, with a GDP per capita of $131,030. In recent years, the Irish government has put a lot of money into education. This has led to a highly skilled, university-educated workforce that is committed to innovation. Over 2/3 of the Irish population ages 15 to 64 have finished upper secondary school. Almost a quarter of them have tertiary qualifications. The result is a pool of highly qualified workers, which is great for businesses in many different fields. Also, Ireland has been very successful at attracting foreign investment. It attracts multinational companies like Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook with low corporate tax rates and business-friendly policies. Ireland has strong trade ties with other countries, including the US and EU countries. It is also one of the world's biggest exporters of agriculture, food and drink, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, machinery, and software. Number 2, Singapore, with a GDP per capita of $131,430. According to the IMF, Singapore is the 2nd richest country in the world in terms of GDP per person. This is because Singapore has a highly developed free market economy, a low level of corruption, and a business-friendly environment. Since it became independent in 1965, Singapore has worked hard to attract foreign investment and promote growth by using smart policies, such as tax incentives. The tiny city-state also has a thriving manufacturing sector that makes electronic parts and medicinal products, as well as a strong financial services sector. Singapore's strategic location also makes it a major hub for trade and travel in Southeast Asia. It has one of the busiest ports in the world, which handles billions of dollars worth of trade each year. Another reason is that Singapore has a very educated workforce. Over 3/4 of Singaporeans aged 25 to 64 have at least an upper secondary education. Almost half have gone to college. Number 1, Luxembourg, with a GDP per capita of $141,590. Tiny Luxembourg is the richest country in the world in terms of GDP per capita. In the middle of Europe, Luxembourg is close to markets all over the region. It's also a great hub for many transcontinental transportation routes, such as rail lines, roads, and shipping routes. Strong economic policies in Luxembourg encourage business growth and foreign investment. There are tax breaks for foreign companies and easier ways for their workers to get here. The country also has a very skilled and educated workforce. Over half of the population has a bachelor's degree or higher. That's why so many businesses have set up shops in Luxembourg, helping its economy grow and contributing to its high GDP per person. That concludes our list of richest countries in 2023. When it comes to a country's wealth, nothing speaks louder than the amount of money its citizens bring home. From stable healthcare and education systems to powerful technology and commerce sectors, all 5 of our featured countries have developed massive financial footholds that make them world-renowned for their wealth. What are your thoughts on the video? Do you think there are any other countries that come close to these 5? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time. We'll see you later.